don't know how Dr. Jill could even sleep in the bed with him, knowing that he had done that. That possibly her mother didn't even protect her. I would be fucking somebody out.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, I want to move forward to Ashley Biden's diary. So, legacy media outlets are being called out after left-leaning fact-checking website Snopes acknowledged that the contents of the stolen diary alleged to have belonged to President Joe Biden's daughter are in fact authentic. So this was reported recently by the Dallas Express. Ashley Biden's diary was stolen by a Florida woman who sold it to an independent news outlet. Amy Harris pled guilty to the crime in 2022 and avoided sentencing until April of this year. Her sentencing hearing was pushed more than 10 times as a result of her claiming medical issues and child care concerns. She received 1 month for the theft. So again, bombshell news that, of course, released regarding this diary. Ashley Biden wrote in that diary that basically she was hypersexualized at a young age. Mm-hmm. She had taken showers with her dad, Joe Biden, when she was too young and felt it was inappropriate. Turned on when she was turned on when she wasn't supposed to be, she wrote in this diary. And she asked the question, was I molested? Shelley, I mean, should we be bothered by the president, this coming out about the president?
There's nothing pervy here. The VP knows he's on camera at these swearing-in ceremonies, and the parents are right there as he leans in for a kiss.
You would have seen this over and over and over again. Very uncomfortable.
30.
Okay. No what?
No serious guys till you're 30.
I'll keep that in mind. At least.
We should be bothered, but I think, what's her name? Dr. Jill should be even more disgusted. As a mother, as his wife, as a woman, to know that your husband, I'm going to say slept with, showered with his daughter, a young daughter, inappropriately. So he wasn't just a father giving a little baby a bath, right? He showered with his daughter. That should not have happened. It just should not have happened. And I don't know how Dr. Jill could even sleep in the bed with him, knowing that he had done that.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, we saw how the media tried to hype up this non-existent issue between Trump and his daughter Ivanka. They were saying Trump, was inappropriately talking about Ivanka, and they were trying to say that he had some type of, inappropriate relationship with Ivanka. And all this time, it was the daughter, Ashley Biden actually said it. And and then we haven't heard a peep. We haven't heard a peep about it.
Right. What's his name? I can't remember the guy's name. Is it James? He oh my gosh, he was a journalist who actually had the diary, and the FBI raided his home. O'Keefe, right. So, and they raided this man's home illegally. In a corrupt manner. They raided his home, took his computers, phones, the diary, and basically wanted to initially try to, get him incarcerated or charged with stealing the diary and not having it. That Ashley Biden is a private citizen, or maybe she's a public citizen, whatever the case, but she is not being paid on the presidential dole, on the taxpayer dole. She left the diary, or the diary was stolen, and then the diary wound up in James O'Keefe's hand as a journalist. He had every right to have it.
Of course, yeah. It only would have been against the law, like you said, if he stole it. But he didn't steal it. Right. But they were just using all of that because they didn't want it to come out. They didn't want this diary to be made public. It's sick. It's sick how complicit the media is in on this with the Democrats. They're no longer investigative. They're no longer trying to get out the facts to the people. It's propaganda.
Right.
It's sick.
Right. That's
And
this
then
this is why I say that it's much of our government. I'm saying much, whatever that percentage may be, but much of our government, enough of our government is so corrupt now that number one, people don't trust it. And even when something, let's say something may be accurate, they may have accurate charges and accurate evidence, but it's hard to trust it because how do you know they didn't plant things now? You can't trust our system in that way in a lot of ways now.
Right, exactly. How Biden may actually be a pedophile.
A pedophile, child molester. He has druggy children. His other children. Of course, they had. I would call it PTSD. They were scarred, from their mom and their other sister being, killed in the car accident. I mean, that would weigh anybody down with children. But again, Dr. Jill and Ashley, they're not faring any better either if you consider the pedophile in chief. Right, or the molester in chief. This is ridiculous. It's not only embarrassing. My heart goes out in a way to Ashley because now, and she's an adult, but just to have those kinds of memories and to know that, I'm going to say no, but knowing now that possibly her mother didn't even protect her. Maybe her mother didn't know until now all this is coming out. I will, maybe that benefit is there, but certainly knowing it now, I would be fucking somebody out.
Oh yeah. But you know what? We all know that Jill Biden has been along for the ride this entire time. I mean, who in their right mind, knowing how Joe Biden is senile, he's not in his right mind, he is unfit to even teach, be a teacher, let alone the president of the United States. And she continues to push him out there, literally push him out there. She continues to hide all of these things going on. Of course, she's going to hide what happened to Ashley Biden. Of course she is. Yeah, because she knows that Joe Biden is the golden goose. And remember, and remember, Joe Biden is the other woman. There have been stories, the rumors, I believe that Biden was cheating on his wife with Dr. Jill Biden.
Maybe he was, I don't know. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't, but I don't care. But where he stuck it in the shower with his daughter, that's the more important. I don't care who he was cheating with, but for her to know if she knew and didn't do anything, or even if she's knowing now, no. I believe in some vows should be broken.
Yeah, I do too. But I mean, to me, it's terrible. I mean, she was the babysitter at the time, Jill. This is before she became a doctor, and she was cheating with Joe Biden. And so she's the babysitter. She knows what's going on in the home. Then she wound up marrying the man. So she probably knew he was a pedo from start, and she continued to just cover everything up.
Unfortunately, she's not the only woman that has done that. I'm not saying it's right, but unfortunately, she wouldn't be alone because a lot of women have done that.
Right. But again, you look at how they try to put her up on this pedestal. We hear these lefties talk about Melania, and even this week we talked about it on The View. They were saying that, talking about the trial and saying that Melania was covering up everything for Trump and bad-mouthing her. And here you have this woman, she's the other woman, a babysitter. You bring this woman into your home, and then you wind up stealing the husband. And then now we find out that the kids were being molested. I mean, her hands are muddy, muddy, muddy.
Right.
So we'll continue to follow it. Yeah, it does make sense now. She's an extortionist. Yeah, she doesn't want to lose that golden goose.
Nope.
Cash cow. Because again, they've made money on the public's dime since being in Congress.
Oh, that's all he's ever done.
Right. So she has to keep pushing them out there.